showing your stream key? Let's see your stream key.
I am not showing my.
Heck.
I am not showing my. I am recording actually.
Oh, you're recording.
Yes.
Boo.
Whoa.
Is Uncle Ren safe for work?
Uncle Ren is relatively safe for work.
Yeah, he's
Like,
a
he's
fade to
not gonna-
black kind of guy.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's a fade. This is a fade to black kind of game. Even if that does happen, because you guys are all technically, or most of you are underage, so we're not going to be doing any of that.
Yeah, when I said fade to black, I more so meant other things, not quite that, and I didn't think about when I said it. But whatever, let's go. Let's go.
I will mute myself
Okay.
now.
Cool. First off, Grim, you can keep your thing as you are because you're not currently playing. But which could you change your as in the chat bar to your character? There we go. Okay. So we have done everybody else. This is a little bit slut. Or yeah, sure, slut. This is a little bit slided in between two bits. This is supposed to be between, I believe, Harim and Cal. So this is happening between those 2 points. But we are down in the Louisiana Bayou. You live in a little town a bit away from or a little town, and even then, kind of like how Dimitri is, you live on the outskirts of the town in one of those like bayou houses on stilts, so it's not like sinking into the water. And is that all correct, or is there anything you want to add to
Yeah, that's it. The only thing there might be a small shack off to the side. It was the only other thing I was thinking about.
Like a shack or an outhouse?
A little more along like a. Oh, hang on. Yes, baby, hurry up. What? No, start. Love you, bye. Oh my god.
All good.
Sorry.
Also, you don't have to, but I would suggest muting in case you don't want people who may watch this to hear your personal conversations on the phone.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I didn't say anything. Just quote unquote
Just a little
barn.
shack on the side.
Yeah, like quote unquote barn. Very, very like I don't know how to explain it because we have a thing down here in Texas, and I also know Louisiana kind of does it. They're like barn shacks, but they're not anywhere near as big as a barn. They just have a lot of the same sort of shit.
Like a tool shed.
Yeah, just a little bigger. It goes up a little taller, so you can get into like a loft thing. It's fucking weird.
Sure, that's fun.
Cool, yeah.
Okay.
Still run down as shit though.
Yeah, you're living with Uncle Ren. Uncle Ren is in that period of the month where he hasn't been arrested yet, but he's near the period where he's going to get arrested, so he's getting pretty antsy.
Well, fair enough.
Anything else you want me to know about the family dynamic that you're hoping for? Anything about town? Anything of that? Or are you good?
Only moderately well known in the town because of Uncle Ren.
Okay. Yeah. You most of the time you're probably going out there to pick him up.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Okay.
I'd like to stay at home.
And you are homeschooled, as you've said, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Aces. Okay. Well, where do you want to start your thing? Just like when you're out on one of your little scavenging hunts, at home, during a homeschooling bit. What do you want to do?
You can kick it up to whichever. Yeah, I don't know. I guess probably just early in the morning before Uncle Ren wakes up, and just walk about. Seeing if there's anything that's washed up or
any time in the morning is
before Uncle Ren
he wakes up.
Not to hide from him, just I like to get up.
Yep. But yeah. Cameron, you awaken in the morning, to the sun peeking through some of the holes in your house. Uncle Ren said he was gonna fix them. Hasn't yet. But he bought a hammer, which is more than he usually does.
He's getting there.
He's getting there. Yeah. The sunlight peeks through, causes your eyes to just flicker open, to be blinded by the light. What are you doing?
I'm probably just gonna get up, throw on my fucking t-shirt, jeans, slip on those old boots, and throw the jacket on before I just go try and walk the It's not quite the coast, but it's basically the coast. The fucking the bay, the brick. Oh my god, I can't
Rick?
remember. The where the water and the fucking thing meets. And just looking like reeds and stuff for any new
Sure.
bits and bobbles and booby beeps.
Before you head out, we can just check to make sure your background is correct. Have you done? You haven't done your feat yet, have you?
There's a feat.
Yes. You start the game with a feat, so if you go into information, then go into feats, you should be able to see those are all the feats you can get. We don't have to take one just yet,
Fuck.
unless you plan on using one. If you can just tell me like what you're going for in general, I can just kind of like narrow it down and go like, oh, you'd want this.
In what way?
Like if you looking at your skills, you should have 3 plus int, and your int is 0, so you should have 3. So you have animal handling, insight, persuasion. So I believe there's an animal handling one called Animal Person, which gives you advantage on animal handling checks against a specific kind of animal. There's for insight, I can't remember which one it is, but it was
I think I really want Animal Person, and I want to make it semi-useless in later on, but it also might be kind of fun.
yeah. Um, so we can
Alligators.
do that. There's also lip reader, which is for insight. You need to have proficiency in insight, but you can read lips as long as they're reading, as long as you can see their mouth and they speak a language you can understand.
Yeah, you said we could
Uh,
probably do that later because those are some.
yeah,
There's just some options.
yeah, we can do that later. You can take a look at it later. There's also for your background, you picked goth. So what was your thing that you chose? Was it the collection thing?
Probably, I'm pretty sure it was the collection thing. Is uh, you have lived? Wait, hang on. What? Yeah.
Oh, that's just flavor text. You don't have to read that. It's just, just pick something that you do by
Yeah,
like,
just little bits and bobbles that I feel
yeah,
quote
collection.
unquote connected to. Yeah.
What would that be? Just collection or collecting, scavenging?
Yeah, I don't know how to artifact. I don't know how to quite, you know.
Total? Do you, I mean, I get we can talk about it more later if you want, but the main thing is supposed to be like you can't really have a collection check because that's really broad and stuff. He did go goth,
Uh,
yeah. So his
yeah.
background is goth. So we're trying to think of something like poetry, tarot cards, just kind of like Eldritch lore, stuff like that.
I could probably just hit it on tarot cards for what I actually do, and the other thing is just like a
Oh, hobby, sure.
yeah.
Okay, we'll give you a tarot check then.
Okay, cool.
There you go. And then your equipment, anything that you start with. How much do you think pocket money Uncle Ren gives you, if any at all? Either that,
Honest,
or how much do you lift from his wallet every time he comes in?
I don't have to lift it. Uncle Ren's real generous. He says that's
Sure.
a important trait for a man of wealth.
Mm.
I don't know. Is there a way to just roll for it? Because I don't really
Sure.
much like the character. What do you think I should roll for that?
Go ahead and roll go ahead and roll a d50. You got
Uncle
30 bucks.
Ren's generous indeed. Yeah, that actually sounds like a lot, or not a lot. Fucking enough to like get books and
Yep.
shit that I would end up doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then equipment. You have just stuff that you have before the campaign starts. So like you can put your clothes in there if you want to, but you don't need to. But if you have spare clothes, you should put that. So like, just what stuff do you have on you when you're going out to go like exploring and stuff?
Particularly is only that the clothes are kind of this is weird. Spect for exploration to be out in the wilderness. So like the boots can handle mud and terrain, and the coat's a little heavy.
Sure. Just do
But
like
other than that,
survival. Just do like waterproof clothes or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, just
As
type
I
in
was also
waterproof clothes.
thinking,
Just put in waterproof clothes as your equipment.
the fuck. Add common items.
Yeah, don't click that. That's for something else. That'll completely
How do I
fuck you. Click
add? Wait.
just click
Is it,
click add. It's on the left
yeah.
side by the money, and then type it in.
Okay. Cool. We'll just call it waterproof wear. Um. Yeah, and then I guess probably the pants are cargo pants if that matters. Just extra
Sure, that's
pockets.
fine. Yeah, let's just change the weight to be accurate. There we go. And it's
Um.
anything else? Do you have a backpack or something you can store stuff in?
Yeah, that's what the cargo pants are for. Is to pack it.
Okay.
Pack them down because they're littered
Do you have
with.
any? Do you have like a snack for later today? What do you? Are you just going light having your clothes?
Probably just the clothes. I don't expect to be out, that long. I guess maybe bring like an orange or something just in case.
Sure, that's very important. Put the orange in your inventory right now.
Yes. And then I probably would also keep like a pocket knife or something.
Sure, that's fine.
I don't know. Orange. Yeah, just buck knife. Old fashioned. Every boy's first. Also to cut the orange open with. And then yeah, that would probably be it. Besides maybe tarot cards, just because I like it. But
Yeah,
like,
you can hold your tarot cards.
yeah, they're a good thing
I
to
mean,
play with if you have time.
Grim, he doesn't know about monsters yet. He's probably doing it against the crocodile that ate Uncle Ren's left toe.
Huh? No, no, that was a leech.
Oh
No,
yeah, a
no,
leech.
yeah,
It was
no,
a
I'm
leech, but he
probably
says it's a crocodile, right?
no, no. We're friends with the crocodiles. He admits it's a leech. The dumb thing
Okay.
is he still swims down into the bayou to pick up leeches so that we can fry them.
All right. Okay.
Because it's normal. I'm not gonna comment on Grim.
Okay. So your languages, you have English and Voodoo Codec, but you don't know about Voodoo Codec yet because you haven't encountered it. You said
Yeah.
you also wanted French, or was that a joke?
No, kind of serious, but not French French. It'd be Creole.
Sure.
Asian French.
Actually, I don't think you can do Creole. Wait, which Creole?
Asian Creole.
Okay, put in
Not
Asian
Haitian.
Creole because yeah, there's Haitian Creole, and then there's also Aboriginal Creole.
No, no, this is Cajun Creole.
Yeah,
It's a weird combination of French Creole and English as I've understood it so far. Some people mistakenly call it broken English, which it's not, but whatever.
sure. Just put it in between English and Voodoo Codec.
It really won't come in handy, I don't think too often, except when I say some random ass phrase. Um,
Yes, all good.
like Cajun.
You, yeah, just put Cajun.
Yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, so I'm just gonna try and find some bits and baubles, Bits and
Okay.
baubles would probably be more like a pocket watch, not something I actually have right now, but just think of it like Tinkerbell and Lost Things, kind of.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah.
Why is that? Oh, that's why it. Okay, cool. Okay. Go ahead and give me either a perception or an investigation check.
I would probably do no, I guess I do perception.
Okay. Yeah. You start going around the area where the water meets the land, which is pretty like spread out here. So every now and again you have to do a little hoppy. Um, but looking around, you seem to have picked the area near your house pretty clear. So you'd have to go a bit further out to find new stuff,
Yeah.
or
Maybe
wait
not
for
today.
or wait like a month for new stuff to like build up again.
Yeah. Probably not today. Maybe more something to pack a little heavier for. Oh well. I suppose I can probably just I don't know what to do actually today. What's the wind sound like?
The wind is currently blowing blowing away from the sun towards towards where the main town is, you assume. Um,
Hmm,
kind of
maybe I should.
rustles through the
Oh,
reeds.
kind of feeling like I should go into the town today. Might be good to go hit a library or something. Get a new read. Yeah. That was both me and him popping our necks. Not a lot happens in the bayou. I think I'm gonna cut off some of the like cattail.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, you're fine to do that if you want to add cattail to your inventory, or if it's
Yes.
not, if it's for something important, then yeah, put it in your inventory. If not, then yeah, whatever.
It doesn't seem to want to let me add more items.
Oh, you're not in edit mode. You can only add stuff
Oh,
at the
I
top of your
don't.
page where there's that little pen above where it says inspiration. Um,
What the heck? Give me this. Oh, interesting.
yeah. And it turns yellow, and then you can add
Yeah.
stuff and change stuff, and then when you want it to go back to normal, just click it again.
Cattail. They make good thwacking sticks, if you didn't know.
Hmm.
The voice inside my head, I say.
Sure, that's fine. Um, yeah, and then just click the edit thing again, so you're back in play mode. Yeah, okay. So you gather up some cattail, all fine. What are you doing from there?
Um, how far of a walk is it to town?
I'd say probably like 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then I think I'm gonna start my little venture out, into town, and just
Okay.
kind of like take one of my things of cattail and just I don't know, point it forward as if it's guiding me.
Yeah, like you're using a divining rod.
Yeah, precisely. And just yeah, just enjoy the sunlight and the wind as I walk down like kind of the side of the road where it's like right beside the road, but it's the dirt, not the pavement.
Okay.
Uncle Ren does say, "Don't be in the road unless you're a speed bump."
Yeah. You continue onwards. Yeah. After a little bit of uneventful walking, just hearing some rustling from around you, most likely the wind. Um, you make your way up to the town, which is a lot less bayou, but it's still pretty bayou.
We do have a library, right?
Yeah, it's not that big, but you do have one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go just go relook at their selection. See if I can't find nothing, so I'm gonna head up to the library.
All right. You head into the library. I'd say this is probably the place where you're the second most known here, apart from the police station.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope Jerry's kids are doing fine.
But yeah, you're welcomed into the library, and anything specific you're looking for.
Probably, I'd probably jump between the fiction and the nonfiction, particularly more occultic stuff. I'm just always drawn to that in nonfiction, different religions and whatnot, and then I don't know, maybe just like a bedside read. Any chance that they have Fall of the Templar?
Go ahead and make an investigation check for this one. You can have advantage in case you're asking them like, "Oh, do you have this?" Um, they don't seem to have much of what you're looking for.
Oh God, being homeschooled. That sucks. Damn.
They have James and the Giant Peach if you want it.
No, I've read that one a couple times. Yeah, what do they got for religions?
They just have some like general, like they have a copy of the Bible. Uh,
Got
uh,
that.
yeah, they just have like general stuff. They don't have anything that's like, oh, the theory of religion. It's just a lot of like religious, like biblical books, kind of.
Man, I always thought libraries would be more exciting. At least in the books they are. All libraries are like this one. This is boring then. I don't know. What else should I do in town? I've already gone to the library. Uncle Ren's still asleep, so I don't have to check the jail. Mm, uh, is there anywhere? 100 reasons why you're a sinner.
That one is very
Um,
popular. It's not in currently. Somebody's taking it.
uh, da- 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 is there anywhere to find some, for lack of a better word, gypsy sellers?
I mean, occasionally there are those like crazy people who live fully in the bayou that like roll through town.
Yeah, I want to go try and just walk the town and see if I can't find something interesting to, witness.
Sure.
Number 99 will shock you.
Go ahead and roll a perception check real quick. Okay.
Can I just. God. God.
No, you're all good.
Painful.
Your passive perception is 13, so 13 is for the main stuff. The passive, the perception roll was for something other. But you kind of roll through town. Um, there's not much really going on today. It's like a fucking, I don't know, Wednesday. It's like a Wednesday, like a late morning, so there's not much happening. Um, but yeah, you roll through town. Nobody's really out. Occasionally, you'll just see like a person just kind of like on their phone walking somewhere.
Oh,
Um,
shit. That was one of the things. I do technically have a phone.
yeah, you can
No,
add that
damn.
phone if you can add a phone if you
Yeah.
want to.
It's just a flip phone. Though. I want that
Yeah,
very cool.
it's just a crappy phone.
Motorola.
Yep. Motorola.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Um, but yeah, you roll through the town, don't find anything. But on the on like the kind of near where your side is, but a little further to the west, there does seem to be a like you know those like it's what the fuck are they called?
Happening.
Not a happening. It's one of those boats. It's like the fan sail boats or something. What are they called?
Oh,
Air.
it's a swamp skiff.
Yeah, skiff or whatever the fuck.
I don't know. Flex seal.
Yeah, Flexio. It's it's just called an airboat. Got it.
Oh, really? They're called
Yeah.
skiffs. Okay.
No, I think a skiff boat is just it's just a type of boat. No, no,
Learn
no.
something
A
every day.
skiff. Yeah. Sorry. A skiff is like one of those little tiny motorboats. This is one of the ones with those big fans on the back, and the like inflated bits, so it just like hovers over the water like a hoverboat.
Yeah. I thought that was a trolley for the tugboat. Oh, whatever. Anyway, there's enough debating boats in my head.
Yeah. You can see one of those is just kind of set up. With like this kind of like older um black guy. I was gonna say African American, but I don't care. Black guy with the kind of a wide brim straw hat, just kind of pulled down. Um, just kind of like untying ropes as if he's about to head out again. And you can see that there's a like a small little kind of like black dog that's just kind of sitting there, just kind of watching him as he's doing it.
Is he a frequenter of the town, or like someone I'd vaguely know, or is this someone that's just new?
I'd say you probably don't know him.
I'm actually gonna get closer then. Um, is the dog clean or scruffy?
The dog's pretty clean. Um, like he looks well tended to. His fur is all nice. I don't know if I mentioned this. The dog is sitting in the boat.
Oh, oh yeah, I thought he was like waiting. Okay. Um,
Yeah, the
they're
dog's sitting
coming
in
up
the
to like
boat.
a.
The dog's sitting in the boat while the guy is untying the boat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, saunter on up and just. Hiya.
He just kind of turns like slightly, to which you can see that there's a nicely cropped to a point white beard that kind of comes out from around as he turns and says uh hey, and he turns back and continues doing what he's doing.
I don't mean to be a bother, but you seem rather new out here. We don't get many visitors or tourists.
I've uh I've been in town a while. I just don't go that far in.
Wow. Well, I do think it's my civic duty to maybe warn you's the wrong word, but just give you a heads up about local man named Ren. Just don't pay him too much mind when he does, and certainly don't let it chase you away.
He keeps doing what he's doing, but he doesn't really respond. But you do see he kind of turns around again while still undoing, and just kind of looks, um, like it's hard for you to see because he's the one looking at you, but you see he like turns his head almost fully around as if he's looking just like at you, but you can't see his eye because the hat brim is covering it. But yeah, you can definitely feel he's looking at you.
You've already met him, haven't you? Yeah, Uncle Ren's kind of well known. I'm just gonna like awkwardly rub the back of my neck.
He kind of just kind of does a really quick yeah, he is indeed a superstar. He does a quick just kind of round on one of the pegs with the rope, because he's basically completely undone his boat and it was ready to go, but he just does a quick round as if he's just like tying it down very hastily again, and kind of turns to look at you and just kind of takes a couple steps forward and just kind of looks you up and down.
I have a goofy grin.
Hmm.
Mind if I ask your dog's name?
Uh, he doesn't really respond just yet, and he just keep looking down and says, feel free to. And he kind of, you can see a definitely grin, but not really a goofy, just kind of like a cheeky grin.
Hmm. What is your dog's name? Or am I
Uh,
supposed to ask the pooch himself? She
uh,
self. I'm gonna give like a little respectful nod to the dog.
the dog's just kind of looking at you. Um, I'm not actually sure of his her name. He's just kind of tagging along.
Oh, kind of have something like that. I mean, not quite as friendly or close, but there's a gator back towards the back end of the property that I like to look at sometimes. I don't know. He's never seemed to come near me, so I think we're friends, but I'm not real sure.
Hmm.
Where are you going out to, if you don't mind my asking?
Nowhere particular. Where the river takes me.
Oh, I hope to get to live like that one day when I'm older. That'd be real fun. I already just kind of follow the wind, but yeah. Not a
Right.
lot in a sleepy little town.
He nods again. Uh, hmm. I have a feeling the river will take you somewhere interesting soon.
That's mighty cryptic. Well, hopefully it'll be nice. Speaking of nice, I like your hat.
Thanks. It's
Make it or
yeah. It's a bit old though.
any chance you can show me how to make one of those? I'd love to have some to do.
Go and make a
Uh,
persuasion check.
oh, thank God. Fucking yeah. Yeah, son. That's where the fucking money is.
He kind of looks you up and down again, and kind fucking, you're gonna superstar Ren get him to give you his hat. Nah. Um, he just kind of there's a bit of a pause, and then he kind of like does the kind of like come on motion with his head as he turns around and gets in the boat.
I can come with?
For a bit.
Hmm. Alrighty then.
Okay.
Yes. Don't try nothing weird. And then I'm gonna hop on the boat.
Okay. You hop on
Going
the boat.
down the bayou.
You hop on
Going
the
down
boat.
the bayou.
He undoes the thing. You see, as he kind of sits there, the dog just kind of stands up and goes and walks over and sits himself directly like on his lap, just kind of there and looks up at him. And he doesn't seem to react like he's used to it or something. Um, but yeah, he unropes the thing, throws the rope in the back next to you, and takes the controls and begins to turn the fan on, and then turn out and start going out into the bayou.
Hey, quick question. How does hey, could you teach me how to make your hat translate
You're
into
still
boat
in
ride?
here?
Yeah,
It's
just
been
for
hours. It's gorilla tag
Hey,
mode.
The hell? How you doing, Grim? Grim, you can unmute. Oh, welcome back, Witch. We cannot hear you, Witch, if you're talking.
hello, hello, hello.
There he is. Hello.
Oh my God, that's what's been hearing you this whole time. Okay,
Yeah.
apparently I haven't needed to do what I thought I've been needing to do. Okay, anyway, yeah. How do you make your hat turn into boat ride?
I mean, are you asking him that, or are you asking me that?
I'm asking you that, but if it's yeah, I mean, I'm along for the ride on the boat now. Worst case scenario, I jump off and pluck a couple leeches off of me.
Mm, I mean, you'll probably find out in a bit. But yeah, you sit in the thing with him, for probably about like 7 minutes, give or take, as he just kind of ferries you through places. Anything you want to say to him as you're just kind of going?
Quite the trip to learn a hat.
Yeah, we don't really have the. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Are you in the living room or where are you?
I'm in my friend's bedroom. They just open the door and flip me off and do things.
Phenomenal.
Hidden it?
Uh-huh.
Make sure to mute if they come back in the door.
Okay. But yeah. Don't really have the materials to make it back there.
Wouldn't you just need straw or something? I've got some cattail on me.
He kind of looks back. About how much cattail have you got?
I would presume I fucking stuffed my shit with it. It's cattail. I'd take like a whole like binding of it. I literally put a binding of cattail.
He'll slow down the thing and kind of turn to look at how much you have and says, we could probably make a hat for him. And he like gestures down at the dog.
Well, if I know how to do that, I'm sure I could figure out how to do it for myself, wouldn't I? I'll still
Sure.
enjoy the boat ride. I'm Cameron, by the way. Cameron Sketch. I'm gonna hold my hand out.
He kind of nods to you and puts a hand back to you. Legba.
Did he say his name?
Yeah, he did. He said Legba.
Okay, just to make sure this is out of character. He said Ligma?
No, not Ligma, Legba.
Oh, Legba. I was about to have him say, yeah, Uncle Ren makes that joke. Anyway, Legba. Rather traditional, ain't it?
What was that?
Rather traditional, ain't it?
You could say. Uh, we can just stop off up here, and I can show you how to make the hat.
Thank you very much, sir.
You see, he kind of pulls up into this like little reed bank, where this little reed bank where you can see the like what is it the bayou fog kind of gathers up near the bank, but yeah, he takes you over, just kind of grabs some more of the cattails that are around, and begins showing you how to weave them into a nice little hat.
Hmm.
I ain't
I'm
the
gonna try.
best at this, but see if you can keep up.
I'm gonna try to do precisely that.
Go ahead and make a crafting dex check. So on your sheet there should be crafting. Just make sure the little thing next to it is dex.
Fucking Christ! Why has it been so bad? Okay.
Is now the witch rolls. Yeah. As so the reason it's so bad is you watch as he like gets off a bunch of these cattail reeds, and then over the course of like 5 minutes makes a full-on hat. So there's no way you can keep track of what he's doing.
Hmm.
Like he's just like he's weaving these things together real fast.
Hmm. I'm gonna keep trying this. Taylor, I
Eh.
get it.
You want to try making another one?
Yes.
This time, since he's already made his one, he's going to help you. So go ahead and make another crafting check with advantage.
I'm gonna fucking end my life. Oh
You
my
make something that
god.
you can make something that passes off as a hat.
Well, it's a start, I guess, isn't it?
It's a good start.
I'm gonna put my ramshackle hat on my head and just like take one of the cattail and put it in my mouth, and just here we go.
It's good meeting you, Cameron.
And you as well, Mr. Legba.
It's not that far back to town. You can just head back through there. Or do you want to ride back?
If it's can I figure out how close I am back to home?
Back to home? You're probably closer to home than to town.
I'll probably just get off here. Thank you.
He nods, gets back on his boat and heads off. And the dog this time the dog doesn't go back to his lap. The dog just kind of hangs off the side and just kind of looks at you as the boat goes away.
I'm gonna tilt my hat to the doggy.
All right. But yeah, you're left there in the middle of the bayou.
Since I'm right here at a different thing, any chance I can find any bits and bobbles?
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception or an investigation check.
Well, at least it's not under 10. I'll take what I can get.
So you got high enough to find it, but you didn't get high enough to see it before you found it. As you guys or as you're walking, you hear a kind of like screech, or not really a screech. Hold on.
A crackle?
No, not a crackle. Like you heard a call that's kind of like "Eh," from behind you.
I'm gonna turn around and kind of like peer around.
You can see just kind of like poking through the reeds. Jesus Christ. You can just kind of see poking through the reeds is this kind of like really like disgusting looking like bird. You can see that there's this kind of like large, probably like I don't know, turkey-sized bird. With a kind of featherless face that kind of comes down with these three kind of like colorful feathers coming out from just kind of random spots on its head. You can see while its face looks like it'd have a very large beak, it has a very short and kind of like pointed beak. And this like a long neck is just kind of poking out through the reeds and is turned to face you.
Oh my, did I step on you?
You hear another screech as it kind of comes out from the reeds, and you can see the body not that nice either. You can see a mixture of black, of like completely black feathers to white feathers to really like colorful feathers that are really too big for the creature. One of its legs is like really like thick and powerful, while the other leg looks to be like thin and dainty. And the wings look like a mixture of too big and too small at the same time, which is really weird.
Is there any chance I can fucking figure out if I've seen this creature in any capacity?
You go and make a nature check. Yeah, whoa, nature check.
Oh god, you heard him out there.
No,
What
this
the
thing looks
fuck?
This thing looks like a nightmare creature. Actually,
It's a turkey.
nature check.
It's a turkey.
It's not
Clearly
a turkey.
turkey. That's
It's not
clearly a turkey.
It's
It's a
not a
turkey.
It doesn't have the turkey. It doesn't have the turkey kind of thing. It's also not gobbling like a turkey.
No, did you not hear? That's turkey.
Sure. Yeah, he's just speaking
Right.
Turkish.
Turkey from Turkey. Hey, little guy. Did I step on you? I'm gonna kind of kneel down and like use my that cattail I had in my mouth and just kind of like not really like poke it, but kind of get it near it to kind of test its temperament.
It kind of like it kind of turns its head towards you, like how a chicken looks at something, where it completely like turns its head to the side. And you just kind of watch as its eye kind of like darts around the place and like looks at the thing you're holding. Uh, yeah, that's about what it does.
Are you? Can I poke you? And I'm just gonna slowly reach my uh start to reach my finger, then look back at the cattail and just get it closer to it. Where I make that decision.
Eh, Um, you see as you bring the cattail towards it, it just kind of it's like just like deadly still while its eye is still moving around. And when the cattail gets like closer to it, just like lightning fast, it like it just like pecks out at it.
What did it do to the cattail?
Oh, it hit it.
My, it has a +4 to hit. I might need to be
That's a
worried.
You see it reaches out and pecks it. And you know when you break the tip of the, I assume it's like the tip of the cattail where it's like the
Yeah,
brown
that's
thing.
it like
Yeah,
puffs off.
it,
Yeah.
yeah, you see it pecks it, and then the cattail just fucking explodes into the white stuff.
My. Huh.
And then it just kind of goes back to just kind of looking at you, the same way it was, as if nothing just happened. But you can see
I'm gonna
some of that white cattail stuff is like stuck to its face now.
I'm gonna take like 2 steps back and see what it does.
It just stays there. Your passive perception is 13, correct?
Yeah.
Would you say you're further away from it than before, than when you started, or no?
Would have turned around. Yeah, by like a step or two.
Go ahead and make
Not
a
a.
yeah, go ahead and make a dexterity save.
Uh oh. That's a -1. Oh wow.
13, nice. Um, okay. As you step back, you feel your hit. You feel the back of your foot kind of hit against something, and you quickly just like adjust your step. And you don't trip over the thing, so you remain upright. But there's something like beneath your feet, and there's this thing in front of you.
I'm gonna just take a quick look at what's near my foot.
Sure. There's just like this little like metal rod that's just kind of coming out of the muck under your feet.
Hmm. I'm gonna like move my foot, and I'm keeping an eye on the creature, but grab the rod and try and like pry it up.
Go and make a strength check.
Uh-huh.
Eh,
Wow.
yeah, you kind of you grab onto it and pull it and you get it out like a little bit, and you can see after just the little rod it opens up to like a circular thing, but it's still stuck in the muck. You'd have to like dig at it, and you'd have to put a little bit more attention towards it as opposed to splitting it between this thing and the weird turkey thing.
I'm gonna point at the turkey. You don't move. I'm not done with you. And then I'm gonna like just work it back and forth and like get it out of the ground. Even put my hand down to like dig it out some. Ooh,
Sure.
there we go. What the hell is
Uh,
flipping?
Oh, uh, it's probably Discord or something. People are talking. Um, Okay. You don't need to make a roll for this because you're just doing it. So yeah, you're good to just kind of move sift through the sand, or not the sand, sift through the muck, until you've completely uncovered this thing. It kind of looks like a fan, but it's got like little like spikes on little hooks around the whole rim of it.
Any chance you have a picture of this thing, or like?
Sure, I can
Or-
do a picture if you would like.
Yeah, because I'm thinking medieval torture device right now.
I mean, that's up to you.
But yeah, picture.
There we go. Looks like that.
Where post?
It's on the roll 20.
Oh, I'm dumb. Where the fuck did I put? Oh, right, it's in a different tab. Oh, what the hell? Huh. I'm gonna kind of like not wave it violently because I still don't want to scare the creature that is still in front of me.
Wait, sorry, you're waving it?
I kind of just like swoosh and I don't know, just looking at the creature, bouncing it back and forth.
Where do you switch it towards the creature or what?
Not like harsh, more like if my chest is facing the creature, just left to right.
Okay. Yep. You hear the cling of these little like spikes that are just coming dangling off of it. Nothing else really happens though. The creature does like move its head to follow where you're moving the thing though.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna be a little more careful this time and like look and kind of like start stepping kind of out of the muck and more to like more proper ground and whatnot,
Yep.
and then kind of basically try and beckon the thing towards me. I try and lure this bitch home.
I mean, you don't need to beckon it. It does seem to already be following you, and watching it walk is a sight because one of its legs is way bigger than the other one. So to walk, it like does a step, and then half of its body goes straight down to the ground, and it does another step, and then that just kind of repeats, where it's just like Frankensteining forward.
You are certainly a sight. Hmm.
I wish I had a photo of this thing, but it's literally impossible.
Hmm. I wonder what Uncle Ren's gonna think of you. Hopefully, he won't try to cook you. Maybe I should come up with a name for you. Hmm. I'm gonna make a personal roll here on how would I try and recall like things that I've seen from folklore and stuff like that? That'd be
Uh,
history.
That'd be either history or mythos, depending on what folklore you're talking about.
Not my personal, more like just things I've read in books.
I mean, again, it depends what books.
Fictional books. That's an
Okay,
8.
then yeah, that's fine. Um, you know,
I think
yeah,
I think I'm gonna deem you Fammy.
Fanny,
Or
like
Femi?
Fanny.
No.
Okay,
Femi, maybe? What do you think, chicken?
it's just kind of looking at you.
Yeah, I'm leading this hoe all the way home.
Okay. Ugh. Okay. You lead the thing home as you're going. Are you looking at this weird thing you're holding at all, or what are you doing with it?
I mean, I guess I would probably be like kind of almost playing with it and like I'd be twisting it in my hand and whatnot because I do kind of like the way it dangles. But and you know noticing it, but not fucking like inspecting it and like holding it up or any shit like that. I'm at least in my head it gives me control over the chicken, so I'm gonna get it home with this. Whether that's true or not doesn't matter. This is what I'm doing.
Okay. As you kind of twist it, you would notice that as you kind of twist it in your hand, there's like this weird kind of thing that happens with the light as you twist it. It just kind of looks like there's words, but there's nothing.
I'm probably gonna if I notice that, then I'm definitely gonna try and see if I can't angle it to get the right view on the words.
As you kind of angle it and stuff, you can't find where the words on it would be, but you do find that when you turn it, the words kind of like like those holographic things, where like it or like a flip book or something.
I repeat the last sentence.
Like a flip book or something, where like when you turn it, it appears, but when you're just kind of twisting it and looking at it, it doesn't. You can't see where it originates from.
Weird. Maybe Uncle Ren will have some profound knowledge on this. He's probably gonna tell me it's an old skillet. Well, might as well. Hang on. So, just to make sure I heard this right, like a pop-up book.
Like a flip book.
Like when you'd flip it, it'd like create a little animation.
Yes.
And the words are doing that?
Yeah.
Weird. Is there any specific order when I turn it around? I'm gonna keep playing with this thing. As long as I'm checking where I'm walking, this thing, the chicken, and I'm cycling through those.
Okay. So
Orders.
I just imagine you have it in your hand, and like the face that's displaying is facing directly towards you. When you like turn it to face the other direction for for like a tiny bit of a second, you think you see words. And
If I go back and
if you go back and forth, you only see it when it goes the first direction. When it turns away from you, you don't see it when it turns back.
all right, so then I think I'm gonna kind of speed up on the going back and slow way down on the going forward.
Okay. You would notice that that doesn't really change anything. It just kind of like slows down, but it still only appears for like a bit of a second. But yeah, you know roughly where it happens though.
What about if I turn it upside down and do the same thing?
Same thing, but it's upside down.
Yeah. Like does the other face do a different?
Oh, no, the other face doesn't do anything.
I'm gonna flip it back, and this is definitely it. What do you think, Femi?
Just kind of screeches at
Riveting.
you.
Looking around, about how far am I from home?
Probably like 3 minutes.
Cool. Femi, if I try to pick you up, you'd probably peck at me, wouldn't you? I'm gonna reach forward and just slowly put my hand out, ready to yoink it back if it strikes.
Make an
I don't
animal
wanna-
handling check.
Eat my
kind of-
fucking.
It just kind of looks at you as your hand just kind of comes closer and closer.
I'm gonna gently try and pick it up then.
Okay. It's pretty heavy. But you could definitely pick it up, and it feels weird.
Kind of weird.
Like, you know how there's like the mismatch of feathers on it?
Yeah.
Like parts of the skin underneath the feathers are like rough and coarse, while other parts are just kind of smooth.
Just gonna slowly pet its head, I guess. Oh, I guess I got my first official pet. You're gonna have to meet the gator. Not too close, though. I don't think he'll see you the same way I do. I think it's a he. Could be a she though. I wouldn't know. I'm saying all this like just muttering to myself my different animal friends as I go home.
Okay.
I never named
Yeah.
the gator.
Yeah, you get back home. I'd say it's probably about like 10, 11 now. Actually, probably not. It's only been like 7 minutes, so it's probably still early morning. You haven't been gone that long, so it's probably like 8 or something.
Hmm.
So Uncle Ren is most likely still not up.
I'm probably gonna go poke at him.
Okay. Are you taking Femi inside, or are you just leaving?
Yes.
Okay.
No. It's still like cradled in my arm.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
best friends.
You you go inside to Uncle Ren's room, quote unquote. You move the door to the side to see Uncle Ren is asleep. His bottom half on the bed, his top half on the floor.
Ever the restless. I'm just gonna kind of like slowly go up to him and just like tap on his shoulder. Gren.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Strength.
No response.
Uncle Ren. I'm just gonna poke a little more fervent.
Okay. Yeah. He seems out of it. He does not seem to be waking up anytime soon.
Have I ever poured water on Uncle Ren before?
That's up to you.
I mean, I presume I would have tried it. Do I know what would happen last time?
There's about a 50-50 chance whether he wakes up or he punches at you while he's asleep.
All right, I'm gonna go get a glass of water. I'm gonna prepare myself from the door because he's already on the floor, and just whoosh.
Okay, go and roll a d2. Cool. You see as you pour the water on him, there's about 5 seconds, and then he just kind of like turns to you and says, what?
Hey, sorry, Uncle Ren. I found this chicken, and I wanted to know if you knew anything about it. It's weird looking. You might compare it to your second wife, or whichever wife number I should have put there. Not Sheila.
Yeah, not Sheila.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna hold the
cook
chicken
that.
out to him.
Is it
No,
lunchtime yet?
not cook it. Can you look at it? It's got it. Just look at it. I think you'll know what I mean.
And he just kind of like looks at it, and you see his eyes are kind of glazed over as he looks at it and says, here's a weird chicken.
Right then, no help on the chicken. I found this other thing as well. I'm gonna show him the kabobble.
What is that? Is that one of the things you found in the swamp?
Yeah. I got a ride from a dude.
All right. I don't know. Looks like a paddle.
All right, I'll let you sleep then, I guess. Sorry for waking you.
I think who was it? I think
Okay.
Jen had one of those.
You know what it was for?
He just kind of gives you a look. That lets you know it was for
When
sexy
I'm older.
times. Yes.
When I'm older. Got it.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna go put this on the altar. Bye, Uncle Ren.
You see Uncle Ren kind of gets up and uses the hair to kind of like or uses the water that's on him to slick his hair back in his patented super smooth manner and begins to get ready for quote unquote the day as you leave.
Try not to be so hard on Jerry tonight.
I'll be hard on Jerry if he deserves it,
Yeah,
which is
I know.
always.
And then I'm probably gonna go to the shack, which is where I presume I would have my little altar thing.
Just fine.
And I think that's where the hammer is.
Yeah, probably.
And then yeah, I think I'm just gonna set the thing there, and then see if I can't round up something of like a nest for the Femi,
Sure, that's fine.
and then just set it down and like, you know, admire my collection. Now I've got we're gonna call it a paddle, and I've got Femi. Hi, Femi.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take the hat off and just admire my craftsmanship. You could
You
make
would
a
notice
better
that the
one.
back half of it has fallen off sometime during the walk home.
Yeah. Huh. I should go try and make another one. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's what I would go do is just go collect more stuff and spend my time trying to make a better hat. Prove
Sure.
upon myself.
Go ahead and make another crafting dex check. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah, yeah, nah, yeah, nah.
This is going
Uh,
lovely.
yeah, you're just kind of doing these things, and yeah, it's not really hatting up, is it?
No,
Hmm.
it's not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay
Uh,
down now.
Okay, love you. You guys done playing Phase 2? Sorry. I think I'm just gonna keep spending my time trying to make this hat. I'm gonna get it.
okay.
Maybe keep Femi with me.
Yeah, sure. Femi, I believe, yeah, Femi's just still with you. Yeah, you just keep giving it a go. You're not really seeming to get anywhere. Occasionally Femi will just scream at you, and that'll just kind of throw you off a bit. But yeah, an hour passes and you haven't made any progress.
I may just have to have a backless hat. Maybe I can make it a trend. If I ever had friends. I guess I have you, Femi, don't I? Don't let the loneliness set in, Cameron. Keep on, keep on. I'll whisper to myself and just look with remorse upon my failure of hats.
Yeah, you have a you have a little pile of
Attempts.
hats. Yeah, a pile of
Broken
attempts.
dreams. God, it's starting to look like Uncle Ren's wedding records. I don't know if there's anything else I should do.
Hmm? Do you want to do?
Femi, if I take you into town, do you think I could take you to a vet? Is there a vet? Got a need for it. Is there a vet?
Oh, most likely, yeah. It's not very good though. It's probably just like one of those vets that, oh, your thing's injured. Do you want me to shoot it? Okay, cool.
Uh, what about like zoos or anything? I'm trying to find something that can tell me what the hell Remy is. Besides a broken turkey.
You have a phone.
It's a flip phone.
Oh yeah, it is. You go to the library and use one of the library computers.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. All right, Femi, let go.
Okay. You go back into the town with Femi. Um, it would not be the first time that somebody's brought an animal into the library. They just ask that you don't. It doesn't do its business in here.
I'll keep it in check. Thank you, Libran.
You don't know his name. You just call him Libran. Eh,
He's a
but yeah.
Libran.
You go over to the computers. You search up. What are you searching up?
Looking at the chicken. Types of bird with uneven legs.
Uh, okay. You can go and make a nature check with advantage.
Damn it.
Okay. Looking at this thing
Yes.
and going on the internet and stuff, you would find that this doesn't appear to be a kind of bird, but going over different kinds of birds, you would find that it seems to be like half and half of something. It seems to be like it's got bits of vulture and bits of peacock.
Peacock vulture hybrid?
Do you search that up?
Yes.
I mean, you can just there's just a bunch of stuff about tattoos and stuff.
Weird bayou animal. Or weird bayou bird. I'm Smarticus.
Weird, but you get a bunch of stuff about probably shoebills and stuff. Egrets, bunch of stuff.
What are you, Femi? Could you be new? How to report new species?
I mean, there are like government websites that you can go on. They have a number that you're supposed to call hold on. Oh, if it's dangerous, you're supposed to call the police.
And if it's not dangerous?
I mean, you just I don't know, call the news or something.
News number.
Uh, news number. You don't really get much from that. Just a bunch of random shit.
Huh. Did bite a cattail, but it hasn't bit me, so clearly. Hmm.